Welcome back to the Faith and Work Hour with yours truly, Anthony Knight.
And Christopher White.
And we're going to start it off like we started every morning with an inspirational quote. People that know they are important think about others. People that think they are important think about themselves. Really ain't nothing to say about that one. Yeah, that pretty much speaks for itself, and that is a true statement. That those, when you only think about yourself, you're trying to compensate for something. I don't know.
Messed up somewhere.
Well, yeah, you messed up a lot of ways. Well, we got this article off Newsbreak about a 5-year-old killed in drive-by shooting between teens fighting over a girl. 4 New Mexico teenagers have been charged after a young girl was killed in her sleep during a drive-by shooting, authorities announced on Monday. And the more I read this article, the less it makes any sense. A 15-year-old and a 16-year-old were taken into custody on murder and other charges for allegedly stealing 2 Kia Souls and opening fire at the Vista del Sol mobile home park on August the 13th, unintentionally striking 5-year-old Galea Samamingo. The Albuquerque Police Department said at a press conference. And I'm gonna show this. I normally don't do this. I wish they could see that. And I really would like to. Let me see if I can take a glad of it. I want them to see this young lady, this young girl. Now that's the 5-year-old girl they killed fighting over a woman. You know, 15 and 16. I got one question for you. How stupid can you be? Just how stupid are you? Y'all fighting over something and neither one of y'all got them. Both of y'all lost out. So it doesn't take a genius to be smart, but you have to really work at it to be that dumb. And you just killed a 5-year-old that was sleeping. Because over an individual that neither one of y'all have now. And then they say it was unintentional. When you pull a gun, it's intentionally. I don't care if you, the bullet, last time I looked, now you can correct me if I'm wrong. Last time I looked, when you shoot, the bullet is not going to go always where you intended to go.
It has no name.
It has no name. So now, you killed this 5-year-old girl in her sleep. Both of y'all 15 and 16, your lives are shot now. It's gone. Your lives are over with. Fighting over a girl. You do realize there's more than one girl out there. Just not this one. So both of y'all are locked up. He still don't have a girl. Somebody else got her. Y'all are done. Your whole childhood is over with. That old, you that young and that dumb. They said, don't be so hard on them. Why not? You just took a 5-year-old girl alive who was sleeping. Why should I not be hard on you? Number one, what was you doing with a gun in the first place?
What are you doing?
That's an even better question. So you got a gun that you probably had no business having. You shot randomly. Evidently, you shot from the store. I mean, randomly you shot into an area, well, a trailer park, what they say, and you killed a 5-year-old girl. Are you proud of yourself? Is that something to be proud of? What kind of stripes you getting for that? I know what kind of uniform you're going to get for it. I have no pity for him.
I mean, one thing I don't think
I can't be on the jury because I already know what my answer is.
No, I can't bring him around, probably go around the courthouse. And I know that ain't gonna bring him back.
Ain't gonna bring you back either.
No, it ain't. You know, and man, that.
The more I look at that little girl
Take
picture,
something you can't give.
Take something that you can't give and can't bring back. That is heartbreaking. I wonder was this the girl that they were fighting over? She kin to this girl. doesn't say.
You know.
It says authorities are still searching for two brothers aged 17 and 15 who are facing charges. You're not going anywhere. They know who you are.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere. According to police, Galea was sleeping overnight in a mobile home with her siblings and other children. The home belonged to a woman living there with her two teenage grandsons who are not related to Galea, and one of them was the intended target on the drive-by.
Oh, wow.
So the one they was shooting for stayed there.
Stayed there.
See, that's what I tell everybody. I done been in these situations. When people coming after you, they don't care who they get.
Ain't nobody safe.
Ain't nobody safe. Why would you put your family in that kind of predicament? That a drive-by shooting could be, it could happen. It said bullet. See, I hate reading this stuff because it really bothers me. And it says something about a bullet pierced the mobile home and hit Glass in the head, police stated. She was taken to a local hospital where she was pronounced dead. Following the shooting, authorities released surveillance footage of the two Kia Souls that they said were present during the shooting. Kia Soul, is that some kind of game?
Car.
Is it a car? Kia Soul. What's the soul part? Kia Souls.
I think it's like a SUV or small.
Well, yeah, it says. Albuquerque Police Department is looking for information about these two Kia Soul vehicles. So it was a Kia Soul vehicle. It's a homicide.
And, you know, Kia.
I like the one LeBron James had. You need to give it to me.
You ain't how much you paid?
They gave it to him, Brian. Just for promoting it.
Could?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
If he can sit in and he's 6'8", I know I can. Automatic. I still drive. I drive a truck. It can't be no worse than that. I don't give a damn about him. I want him to give it to me. It says the Albuquerque police said the teens were involved in a dispute over a girl that went back years.
Hold on. Now, we ain't dealing with the heart of night. Well, you know, they throw the bad turn to sunshine. They don't, you don't realize that it's low women. You ain't gonna be the first man that lost a woman. It's gonna be the last. You're gonna be the first one to get cheated on, the last one to be cheated on. You're gonna be the first one to get dumped, the last one to get dumped. Find out she don't like you.
Listen to this.
Get over it.
This is interesting. This went back when they were in middle school.
Huh?
You ain't got over this yet?
Man, middle school, we were still.
I wasn't even staying girls in middle school.
You know what? Well, hold on, we didn't even have middle school.
I don't know what
I think we were still doing the right on a piece of paper. I like you. Do you
like me? Yes or no?
Check one yes or no. I think we were still doing that, and it wasn't that serious. Because if they check no, okay, we going better.
It said the feud escalated in recent months. So if you was in middle school and it escalated in recent months, then you barely got to high school at this point. You hadn't got to high school yet.
If I was in middle school and I got to hate or something, I don't know what she was doing.
Ain't gonna make me shoot nobody.
What? She probably need to be with me Kardashian.
Y'all on Kardashian. But check this out. It says, according to police, detectives linked bullet casing from the Vista del Sol shooting to an incident in November 2022. So now, they're going to go back and get you for this one.
Yes, sir.
That involves several teens, including two of the suspects in the Galeas killing. Authorities are not sure how the teenagers allegedly obtained firearms. Well, that's the question. They don't. Well, I know how they got it.
Yeah.
No, that ain't. 4 minutes after the Vista del Sol incident, the teens who police said were driving the Kia Souls allegedly took part in another drive-by shooting. So y'all just at a separate home with surveillance footage capturing the vehicle. So y'all just want to go back and shoot everybody's house.
So how did they come to the conclusion that it was somebody else to target in their home where their father got killed?
Well, it says according to authorities,
random.
the family inside the residence were uninjured. However, they told police that this was not the first attack they'd seen. So there's multiple. Then did you not report the first one? Then it said the homeowner, his wife, and 4-year-old son at the home escaped injury in the shooting, which was the second drive-by they experienced in recent weeks. I hope this went over the same woman. If it is, y'all.
Is his wife? Did he marry? Is he one of those that was the target, or was he is the woman the wife?
I think the teens are the one that was targeted, because it says a teen residing at the middle home where Goliath was shot told officers that 2 of his friends lived at the second drive-by location, adding that they were involved in a dispute with the 17-year-old who remains at large. Both Kia Souls were abandoned after the shooting, and one of them was set on fire. Y'all didn't plan any of this out. None of this made any sense.
I think
they're stupid. She
didn't do no planning neither. She just, I'm gonna tell this and just believe it.
Okay, so this is where I come to the conclusion that you killed a 5-year-old girl over foolishness. 2 of y'all are still, the 2 brothers, 17 and 15, are still out. Do you not think they're gonna catch your crazy behind? They're going to catch you. Now you're gonna get another charge for eluding police. And whoever's hiding you is going to, if you come, I'm turning you in.
A baby.
Yeah. You screwed.
Yeah.
You shot. And over a woman that evidently was the last woman on earth, because there was no other women that.
Did you about a woman?
No. Not when I was in 7th, 8th, 6th, 7th grade, maybe.
You didn't know no better.
I ain't know any better, but I ain't finna fight over one now.
Yeah.
For what? Okay, if I fight a dude over a woman, shoot them, they shoot me, neither one of them gonna get her.
And then you don't know what people got on their mind these days.
Exactly, so I'm not finna do all that. If I got to fight over you, what do they say? If you took her, she wouldn't mind in the first place. I hope you got something better than the story that I just read, because this was pathetic. Ain't any worse. I'm just saying. Bring it.
Sure.
It's hard.
How did you? This is a mother says, how did you forget my baby? Distraught mom asks after baby dies, hot vein outside daycare.
They arrested that guy too, the 62-year-old guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Said a 1-year-old girl died after a distracted driver accidentally left her locked inside a daycare center van while temperatures soared outside. Maria Maya Washington tragically passed away after she was left inside the hot vehicle which was parked up outside the daycare center in Omaha, Nebraska. On Monday, 21st of August, she was later spotted by the driver who rushed into the daycare center and called 911. Maya was rushed to the hospital, but despite the best efforts of medics, she sadly died. The driver of the van, 62-year-old Ryan Williams, has been charged with a felony count of child negligence resulting in death. He told police that he became distracted after a little boy didn't want to leave the van and forgot to unload little Maya. He told cops he usually did a sweep of the van before locking up, but forgot. Her heartbroken mother, Cena Johnson, is now questioning how the tragedy could have happened. How do you forget one when you take 2 off the van? How did you forget my baby, she said. Her dad, Leanna Washington, told the news that I'm not comprehending how this could have possibly happened. The daycare picks them up in the morning, early in the morning. Douglas County Chief Deputy Attorney Brenda Beadle said that he was responsible for getting those kids inside. The little girl was in that van between 5 and 6 hours without temperature outside reaching nearly 100 degrees. Court documents filed, a Douglas County court documents show that Ramaya was in the van for 5 hours, which has been corroborated by footage.
Okay, I got a bunch of problems with this situation. Number one, the 62-year-old that says he normally does a sweep of the van. But why you didn't do one then?
Now he said he was distracted by another child.
Garbage.
You know.
Okay, even if you're distracted,
But
you still, when at the end of the day, do you not supposed to check the van?
not only that, do the daycare do head count? They check to make sure that all the kids in school or all the kids are there while they're out. My son goes to Charlton, and Friday he got a little ill. And I got a phone call from the school saying that, they're reporting that he's not in school and, unexcused absence. So where is and I know that the daycare can't necessarily be responsible how the people in there, once they get hired. But where's the roll call account for these kids?
I want to know how he tried to make the allegation that he usually does a sweep of the van.
But this day.
But this one particular day you don't do it. And it costs a 1-year-old. How many more stories we gotta hear about this? Seems like every week somebody leaving somebody in a hot car. Dude, look, I don't want to hear nothing about I got distracted. I am a truck driver. If I get distracted and hit somebody, the state trooper don't care about that. The first thing he's gonna say is, you are a professional. You should have knew. When you get kids,
hold on. They say that you are a what now?
They say I'm a professional. So he's not.
So but even with daycare, that's why I say you're a professional at what you do.
Your job is to check that van. How long does it take to look in the back of a van?
How long it take, and then with the daycare, where are y'all checking for these kids?
Okay, was she left before school or after school?
No, at the day center.
I'm talking about, was it after school she was left in the van, or when they got to school was she left in the van?
She was left.
Because if she was left before, I don't know.
This could possibly happen that the daycare picks them up early in the morning. And the girl was in the van between 5 and 6 hours with the temperature outside reaching nearly, it had to be in the morning, taking the system, because the temperature is reaching, so it's going up. If it was evening, they said the temperature is going, but it's going up.
So nobody called the parents and said their child went up? Or
nobody even questioned the driver, like, hey, where's little Mariah?
But they say you picked 2 up.
No, it was 2 in the van, and the little boy was acting as he didn't want to come out the van. So he said that is his distraction.
Yeah.
But now, knowing you dealing with the kids, a lot of them gonna be distracted. This is something you dealing with daily.
I don't buy it.
I go to my sister's picture, and she would go there and watch the kids, but they would be driving something. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, how you doing this? She said, you got to deal with it. So this is something, if you're doing this every morning, you pick it up.
Even when you drive a school bus, those bus drivers, when they get back, they walk all the way to the back of the bus.
Yes, sir.
And back, make sure there's nobody that fell asleep in the seats. So this is what it tells me. You do not do a sweep of your name. Because it should have been habit. It should have been something that you automatically do automatically. So you didn't do this.
And even just as We have to do an inspection on our truck.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if just so happen we forget something, it don't take us long to remember that we have forgot it now, because this is something that we do every day.
Mm-hmm.
I have a brother that drives bus. Guess what? He said that every morning, when all the kids get off the bus, they have to do a sweep of the bus to make sure all the kids
That's
are
right.
When they drop the kids off in the evening time after school, they have to do a sweep of the bus to make sure all the kids are off the bus.
I don't understand. He can come up with every excuse he wants. That's unacceptable. Because your job is to make sure all the kids are on the bus that's supposed to be on there and off the bus.
Right, bro?
I don't give a rat's behind. That's not what I wanted to say. But I don't give a rat's behind about you being distracted, because this couldn't be the first time you was distracted.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been. If you drive kids, this couldn't have been the first
Not
time.
dealing with kids.
The daycare needs to be held responsible for this.
You know, that's why I say that, you know, where did the daycare come in and question, asking the driver, hey, where's the line? 5 to 6 hours later, you finally decide to go back to the venue.
I don't know how you win it. You got parents who
And
leave
now
their
this
kids.
mom,
Oh, she's tore up. She's destroyed. I can't even fathom what she's going through. That's heartbreaking, because it was avoidable. It didn't have to happen. It's unexcusable. It's avoidable. It's unacceptable.
it's hard to explain.
There's no explanation you can give, because there's no justification. When I get unloaded at a shipper or the receiver, and I get ready to pick my load up, my job is to make sure ain't nothing else in that trailer.
Yeah.
I can't say, well, when I close the doors, I can say, I didn't see it. Why did you not? My job is to make sure it's clean, ready for the next load. So when you dealing with kids, which is more valuable than anything I pull, period. There ain't nothing I pull in the back of a trailer that's more precious than kids. So you telling me this one time, well, I just didn't. No, you never checked the truck, Ben. You ain't gonna make me believe that. Nobody gonna make me believe that.
You know what, cause I had my son with me yesterday. And no matter where I stopped at, he always gonna say something. No sooner before I can stop this, Dad, can I get out? Or I want something to drink, and I know this is a daycare, but daycare kids are a little more, you know, they're playing.
I don't understand it.
So it's almost,
I don't get it.
and you know, when you do certain jobs, there are certain things about you get even keen, certain senses.
Yeah.
You know, your hearing, your peripheral vision, and it gets a little bit keener that you are more aware of certain of your surroundings a little bit more. Because you have to watch this stuff.
Yep.
So, this little boy that he was saying cutting up had to be really cutting up to have you so distracted that I know you seen this child in some line of vision before you left that van.
I get distracted by traffic. That don't give me the right to run over nobody.
And the reason that I would say that you have to, because if you pick the kids up early in the morning, they'll be down on the chair and go to sleep.
I think he's garbage. I just think he's lying. You don't do a sweep, because if you did a sweep, regardless if you were distracted or not, you're gonna still do the same routine you normally do. There ain't nothing you're gonna convince. That if I won't buy into it, I know his parents won't. My parents won't do it. It's unacceptable.
And I don't know how tall those daycare seats is, but I know that child's head got to be sticking up. You could see a plait or a braid or something sticking up.
I don't care if it's 20 feet tall. You're behind. Your job is to walk in that van and walk through there and make sure nobody else is there. How many times do we got to listen to this? You know what? Let me lock you in a car at 100-degree weather for $5 to see how you like.
Here's the sad part about it. The doors of the van open up on the side, so when you open the doors, you facing what you can see all the way in the van.
They do a drug test on him. I would do it. I do 2 drug tests on him.
Matter of fact, bring me your hair.
I want everything because you're not gonna convince me of that. And that gets me mad. And I'm not even affiliated with this girl. So I can imagine what her parents want. They put in trust in you to pick a child up and bring them back. And this is what you do? And then you tell me, well, it was one person. So that was the first time any child ever had to put food on the bus.
I forgot to do a sweep. I usually do a sweep after I get
No, you ain't been
But now, just this particular day now,
I don't buy it.
out of all days, I don't do a sweep. So I didn't see your child when I was facing that door on the side, looking in the van. I didn't see her. In a van, the whole side opened up itself for maybe 1 or 2 seats in the back, but this little her, I don't even see why she would be all the way in the back. She would be up close to the front. It's like she's still in the car seat.
Pitiful. It's pitiful. And he needs to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Here. I don't give a dog if you're 62. If you couldn't do the job, you shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Here. There's no excuse for that.
Like I said, I done been in the 100 and some degrees.
And ain't nothing to play with.
It ain't nothing to play with. In my air conditioner, it was 112 degrees.
They said it was 100 outside.
Yeah.
With the windows up.
In that car, it's
115, 120. People don't understand. A window is like a magnifying glass. It magnifies whatever the heat comes through. It magnifies it. So I can just imagine what that young child went through. 115 degrees.
She suffocated before.
Yeah.
Before they even,
That's pitiful. And her mother and them should be upset. They should be right. And I would be upset. And what he did is unacceptable. Unacceptable, unexcusable. There ain't no excuse you can give me.
I think the whole facility should be held.
Oh, I'm happy.
Because of, why have you not called and checked on the child? Now, because normally the child's not going to be at it has to be reported.
Yeah.
My child's not going to be at so day or whatever thing.
You caught that in 15 or 30 minutes, you could have saved by doing one check. So I would have called, hey, so you kept your child out today? No, they wouldn't have been. Go out there and get him. And I'm going to fire him when I find it. He's still fired. Now, one way or another, I'm firing him. But to cause a life that could have been avoided is unacceptable. And there ain't nothing that he going to tell me, you forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. Well, I forgot you locked up then. When they locked you up, I forgot.
We finna forget about a whole lot of things.
I couldn't deal with stuff like that.
Powerful. I was actually trying to look for the message that would have seen something that my son was going to be out. Because they were calling this and this.
Well, when you get complacent and you get comfortable, you skip stages. You skip steps. You just assume. Well, guess what assuming got you now? A lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's what assuming got. Now, it ain't going to bring back what you lost. There's no amount of money going to do that. So we're not going to even pretend that that's going to do it. But the problem is, this never should have happened.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we read so many of those stories. I mean, these stories are every day.
Do they not read these articles? Do they not hear about this on the news? You hear about this and then you repeat that?
It makes you wonder, does it really, be intentional? Because, I mean, to me, it's hard to forget about your child. You leave home with them and, and you drop them off at school in the morning, do you go by your job first before you get to your child's school?
That's the problem.
You have to turn around and come back? Or,
That's the problem right there. Text. Get into a conversation and you forget what you're doing. But when you leave I bet you don't, you can throw this anywhere in that van or car. You're going to find that.
You're going to find it.
That's
and once again, like I said, when you get out your car, a van's the same way.
Yeah.
When you get out there, my eyes hit mirrors in my car.
That's something that ain't been sweeping. He ain't been doing no sweeping.
I think
he just get out of it.
Yeah, and that was him just happened to be a child.
They caught up with him.
Tragic
Ain't no telling how many times he forgot and just came back there and seen him in the van. Mm-hmm. This time he just left and didn't do it. You know, that's unacceptable.
$5,000.
I don't even want to think about that. That's horrible. And you ain't enough sorries you can give me. I'm gonna listen to you.
I don't know first.
Oh, exactly. I don't want
this right here gonna take some. I'm gonna be doing woosah and everything.
Need medication. I'm gonna tell you, just like I told them, if something like that happened to me, ain't but one person gonna change. God gonna have to come down here himself.
I'm gonna have to do some woosah and sit down in the chair for years and years.
But he gonna have to sit down in front of me.
He can't sit in front of me.
No, I'm telling God gonna have to come sit in front of me. He gonna have to sit in front of me and him gonna have a long talk. Because ain't nothing else nobody else gonna do gonna make a difference.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some changes basically where you can forgive. I understand. I can't walk on water though, so that's gonna be a little difficult for me. I'm just gonna tell you up front, I can't walk on water. I can't turn water to wine. There's a lot of things I can't do. I can't bring Lazarus back. So you might not want to put me in that category.
You don't want to be there.
No.
I don't blame you.
I don't want to be there.
Because that.
It ain't gonna work. You seen them people in court when they jump over the tables trying to get to somebody? That's pretty. I ain't gonna jump, I'm gonna flip the table. I'm going to jail that day. Because it's just like, you took something from me I can never get back.
I can't do that. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna try to return the favor. What the man said.
You gotta turn the other cheek.
I am. When they put me in handcuffs. What that man said, you take something from me I can't get back. And he said, okay. He said, well, what I do, you tell my daughter I said, hey.
That was
who said that?
That was the West. We was talking about that West, yeah. And then the little boy was outside getting a ball or something, and a rattlesnake bit the little boy.
Yeah.
And when they had the little boy at funeral, and the preacher went to talking about it, talked to the man, encouraged him, and he told him, he said, preacher, the only thing I want back right now is my son. Can you give that back?
No.
So, you know, and that's how, when I lost my mother, guess what? People giving her that word. I'm like, and I know this, but guess what? Right now, I want my mama. That's what I want.
Now, what I do want you to get out my face. Now, that's what I want you to do.
They had to clear the room for a little while. They kept following, so they had to clear the room for a little while because, I understand, I know, my relationship is good, but guess what? Right now, I want my mama. That's what I want.
I want two wants. I want her and I want you to leave me alone.
That's right.
Now, if I can't get one, I'm going to do the other one.
That's right.
You tell my daughter I said, hey, so what you mean? You finna join. That's why I said. But once again, Mr. White, we had a good show. And we hate to make light of a bad situation. Yes, sometimes you have to smile and to hold back the tears a lot of times. Because a lot of times you can't even fathom what these people going through on a daily basis. So it's rough. We just need to be more respectful. We need to be more mindful. Put them doggone phones down. Pay attention to who in your van, who in your car. Because a lot of these things can be avoided if you pay attention.
Pay attention.
That's all you got to do. But we will be back next week, same time, same place, with yours truly, Anthony Knight.
Christopher White.
See you with the 2 fingers. Peace.